So you're looking to get into IT, and that's a great decision. But you might have heard that you need programming or coding experience or knowledge in order to get into IT. If so, please leave a comment below because I'll be interested to know how many people have heard this myth, which is not true at all. You don't need to have coding or programming experience in order to get into IT. I would like to share a personal experience because I've been working in the IT field since last 8 years and have never done coding. Coding is only a part of IT and there are a lot of other areas as well in IT. And to get jobs in other areas in the IT industry, you don't need to have any coding or programming experience as I mentioned. You just need to have technical experience. And when I say technical knowledge, basically you need to understand how the systems work, how they're connected, how do they interact with each other, and what are the communication channels between them, and what other technologies are being used. Today in this video, I'll go through some jobs in IT that don't require coding or programming experience. And you can go through them and understand which role you're interested in and then apply for those roles to get into IT. And before we jump into the roles, I would like to highlight a few benefits of getting into IT. First of all, technical skills are always in demand. Companies are always looking for people who have good technical skills. And technical roles usually have a good pay because the skills are in demand. Although this is not the only factor to get into IT, but definitely I think this is an important factor. And similar to other fields, in IT as well, you have a good career growth. As you learn and improve your technical skills, you can move up the ladder and work in senior roles. And one of the benefits from my personal experience, if you have experience in IT, in case you wish to move abroad in future and work there, that's when you have a competitive advantage because you already have some proven IT experience, which will help you stand out in the market. And please watch the complete video to understand what are the different roles in IT industry because we never know which role might interest you more. And if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel so that it helps my content reach more people. So let's jump into the roles now. Let's start with business analyst. Business analysts are the people who are like a bridge between the IT and business, responsible for documenting the existing business process, how the systems are integrated, and how the existing business model is. They help guide businesses on improving existing processes, services, products, and software through data analysis. So they work very close with data analysts and other part of the business and also the technology teams. They are kind of a driving factor in a business. As the name suggests, people who are interested to analyze things, look at how things are being done and how they can be improved, and people with good communication skill and passion for technology are best fit for this role. In case you're interested, you can definitely go into the IT business analyst role, and an IT business analyst career path is really good and you get to work in interesting projects, programs and on different products which will help you expand your knowledge. And also the pay is really good as you go up. And next, moving on to project manager, which can also be called as an IT project manager. In case you don't like to do the work on your own, this is a role in which you get the work done by a team and you look at the project overview, how the project is going on and what are the budgets and what are the project timelines for the project delivery. It's an interesting role because you need to have good communication, good strategy, and some project management experience as well. If not, if you haven't worked in any projects earlier, you can definitely take up some courses or certifications to get a basic understanding of how projects work and how you can get into project management. So on a whole, an IT project manager is a person who gets to take care of the project end to end, right from initiation till delivery of the project. You need to take care of the project cost, timelines and the scope. Moving on to the next one, which is a product owner or a product manager. Product owner is a person who gets to wear multiple hats in product management. The main role of a product owner is to represent the customer to the engineering teams and what the customer is looking for in a product. Product owners work closely with engineering teams to get the features developed that are in the backlog and delivered to the customer. And product owners are usually the people who decide which feature has to go into the backlog and which needs to be developed. So product owners are the key people in product management who will plan, decide and deliver the product through the development team. And coming to product managers, they are slightly on a higher level than the product owners, or in some companies they could be even the same, because product owners are the people who closely work with the engineering teams internally within the company, whereas product managers interact more with the customers and the marketing teams, how to position the product, what is the product strategy, how the product roadmap should look like, and they have a lot of interaction with the customers to understand their feedback, suggestions, and what features could be taken up next into the product backlog. So anyone interested to get into product management, you could either choose product owner if you love to work with engineering teams on low-level details, on technical implementations and other stuff internally. And on the other side, if you're interested to interact with customers a lot and prioritize the features or set the product strategy or design the product roadmap, that's where you can take the product manager career path. And the next role is data analyst. So some of the roles in IT could have this common element of analyzing data, but data analyst's core responsibility is to analyze the data, extract value out of the data. And for this role, you might need some basic knowledge on SQL, which is a querying language. And you can know more about SQL and databases online to see if that interests you. And databases are key for any data analyst because they need to understand how different databases work, how they're connected, are they relational databases or non-relational databases. And these days there are a lot of different databases like MongoDB, Cassandra, and MySQL. And so it's quite important for a data analyst to know what different databases are available in the market and how they work. So it'll be good to do an initial research on SQL and databases to understand if that's the right fit for you. And the next one is a technical writer. So if you're creative, interested in writing, and have some passion for technology, this role could be perfect for you because a technical writer usually documents the technical processes, and this role is very much important in an organization because documentation is key to any team. A technical writer usually documents the existing processes, any know-how guides, or any other content that is related to the specific domain that a technical writer is working on and that is distributed to the teams and wider company for further knowledge sharing. This could be interesting for someone who is into writing content and good at documenting. And next is UI designer. So UI designer is the user interface designer. UI designers are the people who design the interface of any software, web application, mobile application, or any other application you see on the screen. And UI design is very important for any project, and it's one of the core skills a company looks for. So if you're interested in graphic designing, art, or the creative side of things, this could be an interesting role. UI designer is a very important role because UI designer is the part which decides the product's growth. UI designer is a very important role because UI design is one of the key factors for product growth. So in case you're getting into this role, you'll feel very much important and you'll be working closely with the engineering teams, with the business analysts, with the product managers in delivering a user interface for a product. For this role, you'll need to have some basic experience in any of the design tools like Adobe XD, Figma, Envision, Sketch, or any other UI design tool. And next comes the UX designer. So UI and UX are very much close, but UX is a user experience. It is nothing but understanding the journey a customer takes when they get to use your product. And the core responsibility for a UX designer would be to understand how the current user experience is and what can be done to deliver a great user experience. User experience as well is very much an important role for any company because that's what makes a customer return to a product or service again and again. And UX designer as well needs some basic experience with the UI design tools to draw some sketches and show some visual representation of how the user flow should be like. So it will be definitely handy to know some of the tools that I have highlighted earlier. And the next one is IT or technical support, which you might have heard as that is one of the commonly available role in the market these days. Person in technical support usually responds to incoming customer queries or requests and guides them in any technical issues or any questions around how to use the product or any other troubleshooting steps, or could be troubleshooting technical issues with the customer. So it is all about interacting with customers and dealing with their questions, concerns, or any technical issues. And this role could involve a lot of chat support, email support, phone support, and sometimes it could be direct technical support as well. So in case you're interested in customer service, communication, and technology, this could be a good one for you. Moving on to the next one, which is technical recruiter. You might have heard of a recruiter who usually looks for the best candidates in the market that suits a particular role that the company is hiring for and takes a candidate through the interview process to see if they're the best fit or not. It's a similar role but with the technical expertise added to it. So in case you have some technical knowledge, it will be good to get into this role because technical recruiters are always in demand who can identify the people with best technical skills in the market. So if you like technology and recruiting, this is one role which you can get into. So the next one is an IT program manager. Program manager is relevant to project manager that we've talked earlier, but only difference would be a program is at a much higher level. Program is a group of relevant projects, and you get to work on multiple projects within a program as a program manager, and you have the responsibility of tracking the cost, timelines, scope, and making sure they're in line with what the program has agreed to, and you need to ensure everything is in line. So if you have some previous project experience, that's where you can get into program management and closely work with the PMO office and the wider program and with a lot of project stakeholders and customers as well. So if you're good at managing teams and work communication, this could be a good role for you. And the next one is a system admin role. A system administrator or a system admin is the person who's responsible for the setup, maintenance, configuration, and effective operation of the systems. There could be software, hardware, servers, or workstations. You need to have a good understanding on the general operating systems, how systems work, how they are connected, and a bit of networking experience as well. And that's our next role, which is a network admin. So these two roles share some common skills that are needed and that could be helpful for either of these roles. A network admin is the person who looks after the network, who sets up, maintains and administers the network, be it local area network, wide area network. You could be building on-site servers, configuring networks, configuring firewalls, building DMZs. And so there's a lot of stuff online about networking. You can research a bit on networking and see if that's the right fit for you or not. But you need to have a passion for technology in general and how the systems interact to be able to perform successfully in this role. And then moving on to marketing and sales. So usually in marketing and sales, there could be a lot of IT related roles because in the sales domain, they might need someone who can sell a technical product or a service. That's where your skills will be a great advantage for any company because they would need someone who have some knowledge on the technical aspects of a product to be able to sell it better and to be able to explain to the customer as well in technical terms. Similarly, in marketing as well, there are some technical skills that are relevant to marketing as well, like search engine optimization or search engine ranking. And also it is definitely helpful to have some technical knowledge on how websites work, how they're connected with the backend systems, and if there is any content management system, and how can they be integrated with marketing systems like Salesforce. So there are a lot of advantages if you have some technical skills, and also it might help you market your product better to your target audience, or how your backend systems can be integrated with third-party marketing systems to understand how your marketing is working and how you can improve it. And these are only some of the roles in the IT industry that don't require coding or programming experience or knowledge, but there are definitely a lot of more roles in the market that you can explore and apply for if you're interested in. I just wanted to let you guys know that you don't need coding or programming knowledge to get into IT industry. So explore these roles and apply for them if you're interested. And in case you have any questions regarding any of these roles, please feel free to drop a comment below and I'll definitely get back to you. I wish you all the very best and hope to see you in IT very soon. Thank you and see you with the next video.